too much to ask for. You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that
pick up when I call you. It was like not texting to a
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the LA Chargers. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys coming off a tie after an evenly matched battle a week ago. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. The 4 touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. A big run there, 29 yards in the first.
I'm not sure exactly how they would phrase it in their own locker room, but that's a yardage grab right there. To be able to get that amount of yardage on the first play of the game and a change field position to the positive side, you got to love the way they're getting started.
Back to Hampton on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snapped it to Herbert. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into...
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Marion Hampton with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chargers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm when he's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
On play action, here's Nix. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typically what we might see. A lot of short pass.
And now, the ball's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going. But give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run. And obviously, ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Herbert now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll dump this off to Hampton, complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
At the 5-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Trey Harris, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are up to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And getting this just shy of midfield is spotted at the 49. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
1st down, Broncos.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Chargers 42-yard line.
Algier going straight ahead. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for Broncos 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
That is going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing Nix. Setting up the screen. Here's Algier. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 18. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And the Broncos' 1st down.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. To throw, here's Nix. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room. Dancing to his left. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Now it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. So halftime is a message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here, as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. To throw is Nix. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
15. 1st down, Broncos.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
It's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's Algier again on second down. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20. So here are the Chargers to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Herbert. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for the Charger touchdown. Rand McConkey, 77 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 21-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos are not set to go on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence. The big plays are out there.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. And that one on the rookie, Charles, maybe a little too overeager.
You know how many times I've about the quarterback having to have a clock in his head and make sure the ball gets away before the rush gets there? When you're a pass rusher, you have to know when the ball is gone.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Oh, Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop it.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, whether they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to the air with Nix.
And it's a quick flip out to Cooper, complete.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
And the Broncos first down.
Algier now up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Chargers' 16-yard line.
Here's Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
Nix's pass.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And 3rd and 8 now.
It's a gain of 4.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close, that close to their first points in the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going. It's Nix. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. They'll start it out with a run by Hampton. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. A run once more with Hampton. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 62 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Chargers first down. First and 10.
On 1st down, it's Hampton. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. More from L.A. in a moment. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. The 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Now it's Nix. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight. And this one is going to be a safety.
The juice is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That led the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
The Chargers offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. The Charger drive about to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Now a toss, left side, Hampton. 20, 5, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. Omarion Hampton with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Shreds into the stiff arm. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Working to put a drive together. Only a yard on the keeper. That'll be second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here comes 3rd down at 7. Working out of the gun is Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nix to the air. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Back to throw. Nix. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Nix to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And that is ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. The Chargers offense and their running back getting set to go once more. He has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. The drive begins with a carry by Hampton. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Again, it's Hampton. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, you realize that both sides of the ball were so dominant in this game. And on offense, not only did they score it.
Let's go. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, yeah. It's so I get to so right.